What's up, YouTube? Reitanna here for the first time in a very long time. A few weeks, I think. Now, I have moved. I haven't unpacked everything, and things are a little bit meh. It's not a good environment for me, but it's 10 times better than being with my grandma. And when I had 4 video requests sitting in my inbox, I made a video saying, don't send me video requests, and now I have 11. So here we go. First one from Data Accessory Rule 17. They want to know, what would you do if you were stranded in a city filled with infected zombies and all the city's exits were closed? I would do one of 3 things, or all 3 if I felt like it. I would either push them over and out of my way and run out of the exits. I don't care if they're closed. I don't have to drive. I can walk. Because, let's face it, zombies move slowly. And all these movies that are like, oh my god, zombies, they're kind of unrealistic. Not just because of the fact that they're zombies, but the fact that if somebody was going, I could just go, whoosh. As simple as that. The second thing I'd probably do is arm myself. Arm myself with something like a big rod. Maybe do something that they did in the Shaun of the Dead.
Because I'm having a good time, having a good time. A shooting star leaping through the sky like a tiger, defying the laws of gravity.
The weighted companion cube will never threaten to stab you. Or option 3, I do the obvious. Of course, that might be hard because for 1, I can't dance for shit, for 2, I don't know the Thriller dance, but it's always good to bring Michael Jackson into the case. I love cocks. Digital cable and internet. Speaking of Michael Jackson, my next video request is about him. From XX Pull of X Love XXX. Well, the last X wasn't, but I decided to make that all. How do you feel about Michael Jackson's death? Did you ever care for him? Did you like his music? Alright, let's answer this by reading something I wrote for a picture I drew. Even though Michael Jackson was before my time, he was still alive during my life. Of course, I don't remember exactly what he was doing during the early 90s, but I'm pretty sure that's when the whole child molestation thing happened. Of course, my opinion is he didn't actually do it, but then again, I don't watch the news or anything, so I only have a biased opinion. But whether or not he did, he was a person the world will never forget. Not only was he a master at pop, he had a great voice, great moves, great fashion sense, and let's face it, great hair. And he was really hot in the 80s, when the only thing he really had done on him was his nose. Of course, it's not just honoring him as a musician that is important, it's honoring him as a person. Because no matter how much crap he went through, he was still going. He still had hope, he still lived his life, and I'm sure that when I have children, they'll be fans of him too, even though they're way before his time. I just wonder 2 things. How do the makers of South Park feel about their episode about Michael Jackson in it? I'm sure they liked him as much as everyone. I don't really dislike South Park for making that episode, because I mean, they make fun of everything. And the second thing, how does Lady Gaga feel about Michael Jackson's death? Because I watched an interview where she said that he was one of her inspirations. I wonder how sad Lady Gaga is, and I wonder if she was at his funeral. She probably was. I feel sorry for his children. Michael Jackson was too young to die, and his children are too young to be prepared for something like this to happen. Yeah, so that's basically what I wrote in the picture that I drew to honor his death, basically. I admit that for a while, because everybody was talking about it and I was young, I did believe that Michael Jackson was a child molester. But now that I'm older and I look at it, what proof do they have besides a child's word? I think that either the children or the parents or both just wanted to sue him for money. And Michael Jackson didn't have a childhood. It was controlled by his father and whoever else was in charge of their, music contract and stuff like that. He didn't have a childhood. He wanted to have a childhood. So, but that's my opinion. I do listen to Michael Jackson, and he will be missed very much. And I guess the world's not the same without him. Rest in peace, Michael Jackson. The weighted companion cube, in fact, cannot speak. In the event that it does speak, please disregard its advice. Let's do this last request quickly. Sorry. It's from Eternal Ellipsis. It's about stereotypes. What stereotype would you classify yourself in? Which stereotype do you feel is extremely overrated? Which do you think is pointless? Which do you respect most? Do you follow stereotypes? If so, why? I don't like stereotypes, but it's inevitable because humans think stereotypical. I do not belong in a certain stereotype, but I belong in a raver group and a rock group, like a rock raver, because I started out as a rocker. I was goth once, not emo. There's a fucking difference. I've never once been emo because I am very happy. And look, I'm not wearing any candy, so you can see the cleanness of my arms. Let's use your head, people. The stereotype I feel is overrated. I don't really know. Partly because overrated is such a broad term. So, I don't know. Maybe jocks. Which do you think is pointless? Preps. Because they're nothing but, oh my god. See, there we go, being human and being stereotypical. But that's why I hate them, because they make their stereotype true. Stereotype I respect the most is, probably the nerds, because they get so much shit, and yet they're still going. Well, that's it for 3 video requests down. A lot more to go. I'm gonna ask you nicely to please lay back a little bit on the video requests, just a little, until I, get situated. It might be a while before I do the next one because, I'm hanging out with my friends because they're always around me now. I'm not, stuck in a house where I can't get out, and it's just, awesome. So, I will try my best, but I have other priorities. I opened a bank account. Just had to tell you that. Yay! Okay. Bye, bee! God, I haven't said that in a long while.